I just wanted to ask a little bit about UNRWA. Does that mean that the question of whether or not the United States will resume its funding to UNRWA when and if the investigation is concluded is in a way irrelevant? And this provision makes it almost impossible for the administration to resume its funding for the agency.
So I think it's hard to answer the question because the high degree of uncertainty that you kind of got it at the intro to your question, which is this is a law that has passed one chamber of Congress. We don't know what will happen in the House, but as you heard the president just say, we very much urge that that the House take up the legislation and pass it. That being said, we don't know what the final provision will be, but of course we will comply with the law, whatever it ultimately looks like.
How concerned are you basically that the administration by law will be barred from resuming its funding for UNRWA, and what alternatives are you looking at?
I will say, as a general principle, we support the work that UNRWA does. We support delivering humanitarian assistance to the Palestinian people in Gaza. The United States has been the largest funder of humanitarian assistance to Palestinians, and we expect to continue funding humanitarian assistance to Palestinians. We, of course, have suspended our funding to UNRWA while the investigation is ongoing. We don't know what Congress ultimately will do, but we will explore any and all available alternatives to ensure that humanitarian assistance can continue to flow from the United States to innocent civilians who need it. As you know, we have suspended our funding. I know other countries have done the same. I know we've done that in good faith because we think it's important to see the results of the investigation, and it's a legitimate thing for other countries to want to wait and see the results of the investigation and how UNRWA responds to that investigation as well. But of course, we are always looking at all available alternatives. We see the legislation that has passed in one branch of Congress. It is certainly possible that could pass through another branch and ultimately be the law. So of course we look at all available alternatives because, as I said, it is our priority to ensure that innocent civilians in Gaza can continue to get humanitarian assistance from the United States and from other countries who want to provide it to them. We are engaging in conversations with the United Nations and with our international partners about the importance of ensuring that humanitarian assistance is not interrupted. We'll continue to do that. There's nothing I can provide you in terms of specifics today, but those are conversations that are ongoing. And I would also say this does highlight why it's important that the United Nations investigation proceed as quickly as possible because of this very real challenge.
صور هذا الفيلم انت اللي حاطط كفر